found the spot, pulled right in, and the second row over, right there. I didn't know what we were doing.
I just didn't know if I knew that last week. I thought, yeah. You're at our house. No. Just got there about 3 o'clock. They've been running across. We're not dying. Nobody right? Yeah.
Why is every pie I want a nice
Well, I'd like to welcome everybody to this dedication, this brand new entrance we have here in the memory of Bill Winslow. He was a very big part of this place out here, from the forest to the monster that we have sitting here. So, yeah, I'm glad everybody showed up for this. A nice piece for us, and a nice memorial in the honor of him. So thank you to the family that helped with this. I know we, as a fair board, really wanted to make sure this was finished off, and so it was done for you guys this year. At this point, I will let Nathan have a moment here to say a few words, as I know he was working on it pretty hard too. So we all wanted to see it done. So here you go.
Those you don't know me, my name's Nathan Young. This is my 11th year at the fair. I've been in charge of the Building and Grounds Committee for the past few years. Ever since I've been out here, Bill has been kind of a mentor. He's got a lot of knowledge of the place. There's a lot of people out here, past board members, that have a lot of knowledge. Unfortunately, they have passed. We've done benches, we've done trees, we've done plaques, different memorials, but the Winslow family kind of knocked it out of the park with this memorial. Very fitting, good guy. And they came to us and asked the board if they could do something out here instead of just a plain old bench. And we're like, yeah, go ahead. The old one that was here has been here for 36 years, and up until a couple months ago, it finally came out and they started on this. It's a little bigger than what we had thought, but man, what a piece of architecture. This is going to be almost kind of the highlight of walking into the Ogemaw County Fairgrounds Road. Not just for the fair, but for all the events that we do out here. Every single wedding that is booked in that hall. I can see a lot of people having family photos done in here, wedding photos done in here. It's just going to be a really cool centerpiece for the fairgrounds in a whole, and a great memorial to a great guy. It's just awesome. Larry Miles, he did all the log work. I don't know if any of you know him. He does local log home builder. Just did a phenomenal job on it. Yes, I played a little part in this. I did all the lighting in it. I have a little side business, and I told the family that I would kind of take care of the lighting on my own, and hopefully it looks good enough. I'm pretty sure Bill would appreciate it. Kind of gave it that rustic feel. At night, it really quickly lights this thing out. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. The other day when I finished wiring it up, I had Darlene come out here and I made her flip the light on for the first time, so that was kind of cool to do things. But this here is going to be around a lot longer than I probably will. Like I said, it's going to be one of the highlights of the Ogemaw County Fair. he put a lot of time and sweat into this place, one of the original members. So I guess on the behalf of the Ogemaw County Fair Board, we dedicate this to the Winslow family. Or like the project that we came when we first came up with this, we kind of coined the phrase the Winslow welcome.
Dear Darlene, wife of Bill Winslow, Vivian Haggis, daughter of Bill and Darlene Winslow, Fred Haggis, son-in-law, Courtney and Joshua Haggis, grandchildren of Darlene and Bill Winslow, Janine Clemens, sister of Bill, numerous family members, and beloved friends. It is only fitting the memorial to our beloved Bill Winslow would be placed at the entrance of Ogemaw County Fairgrounds, because Bill was always the man with a welcoming heart to all he knew and loved. Whether it was his family, friends, or those who met him for the first time, Bill welcomed them. These grounds have his heart, blood, sweat, and tears of effort in every building. He called these fairgrounds his second home. Bill was part of a team of individuals who worked, planned, cooperated to make these grounds what we have today. Some of these individuals are Ken Bell, Richard Nelson, Fred Delaney, John Bennett, Bill Hamilton, Bill Music, Donna Wilkins, and Darlene Winslow. They have their own heritage here, but today we dedicate this beautiful entranceway to Bill Winslow with gratitude for his serving the community in this remarkable way. We are the recipients of his work here and the recipients of this wonderful entrance as we honor him. The American philosopher William James once said, "The greatest use of a life is to spend it on something that will outlast it." And Bill did. Some things you should know about Bill and the Ogemaw County Fairgrounds. Bill and Ken Bell hand-pounded the first well in these grounds. Bill and Gary Wackley laid out the rustic campgrounds. Bill was the first one to cut trees and develop the grounds. He worked on all the buildings in the early years of the fairgrounds. Even when the work was contracted out, his hands are in there somewhere. He handcrafted the big wooden cross that hangs in the front of the church in the church village. Bill was the go-to person when someone needed to be on the grounds. He was always available and always willing to help you. Retiring 4 years after the grounds were acquired, he devoted even more of his time. He worked tirelessly clearing out the trees to make room for buildings and open areas. He wrenched through more than one chainsaw here on these grounds. Remember his labors as you enter and walk these grounds, created for you, his community. But it wasn't just the clearing out of the trees, but the planting and the watering of the new trees. And I wonder what his thoughts were as he walked these grounds, as he planted and watered and watched them grow. I would imagine he thought first of his daughter, his grandchildren, and their children, and generations that follow. In the words of Nelson Henderson, the true meaning of life is to plant trees under whose shade you do not expect to sit. How easy it is to believe that Bill knew this to be true. The timbers of this memorial, of this entranceway, are made of solid wood that grew strong gradually with determination over years of weather and time, just like these fairgrounds. The entranceway is well crafted, which speaks to his many skills and expertise. The shelter provides protection as a reminder we always felt safe in his care. The benches are there to sit and to chat for a while. Bill worked and believed that life is about building and clearing the way for the good of others. Imagine a world filled with more people who would work on projects for the good of others, something bigger than themselves. People that benefit, that serve a community for the benefit of others. We learn this by watching his life. We walk these grounds and enjoy this richness because he and others worked so diligently on these grounds. Bill was all about community, this community. He loved to see friends and family gather underneath of these trees for the county fair every year in August, the 4-H events, weddings, funerals, family reunions, to instill and encourage community. And isn't that really what life is all about? Bill believes strongly in having positive activities for children, a place where kids could come and be active in healthy ways with strong families, so they wouldn't have time to get into trouble. I strongly believe we were building these grounds for the youth, to be a youth fair. Our hearts long to keep in remembrance those forefathers who have led the way for us. To remember for generations this beautiful person as long as we can. This day commemorates that. We remember you, Bill Winslow. We dedicate this entranceway as a reminder of his person, his life, and his contribution into our lives. The world would do well to remember and emulate his contribution, his life, his goodness into the community. Imagine what a world we would be. The odd thing is, I don't remember him ever boasting or taking a lot of credit for his work. As a matter of fact, he talked about it like it was an everyday occurrence, like going to the mailbox for the morning mail. Oh yeah, we're building a 100-acre land for thousands of people to enjoy. And major decisions were made here for these grounds with his influence and wisdom. Developing these grounds and maintaining them call for strong and wise decisions and cooperation. The Fair Board members were friends. With potlucks enjoyed after work, and fellowship was always an important part of these fairgrounds. He could find opportunity in obstacles and making the best of bad situations and the uncontrollables. In 1982 and 83, there were brush fires from one week to the next. The brush fires were so big that the coals took weeks to die. So with a log pole, there were many hot dogs roasted. Do what you can with what you have, and why waste a good fire? We stand on these grounds not by luck or by circumstance. We stand here because Bill Winslow and others like him gave and sacrificed time, tools, and great attention to detail, and thankfully, indoor plumbing. He played a vital role in the building and maintaining of these grounds. We remember. It is good for us to remember and tell the story of the founders of these grounds, one of which was our beloved Bill Winslow. As you enter these grounds, remember it was with love that worked and built and cleared this land. To work these grounds and these woods to make something incredibly special for all of us to experience. It was love for community, love for neighbors, love for family. Bill would want you to enjoy these grounds, to fulfill the vision that he and others had so many years ago, that this place would last long after him and be filled with families and laughter. Your children and grandchildren. He would want you to take in all of the events. Come to the fair, bring the animals, bring the tractors or bikes, camp here under starlit skies. Take in the goodness of the air around you. Enter and find what Bill planned, worked, inspired to all along. A beautiful community for Ogemaw County. We will always remember his welcoming spirit every time we enter here in the fairgrounds. Maybe you can sit a moment on the benches and whisper a thank you, Bill. What a beautiful thing you and others have in mind for us to enjoy. We are so blessed. May God bring thousands of families through this entranceway. May they sense a warmth and a welcome that Bill would give. May they find a community and find a home here. Remember him with the warm approach, the warm smile, the open heart. This stands in remembrance of a life well lived for the benefit of others. Come on in. Bill Winslow, by the work of his hands, welcomes. You're here. That we will close in a short prayer. So please join me. Father God, thank you for your blessings that are so bountiful here. How rich you made this family. How rich you made us with Bill Winslow and the others who formed the idea of clearing 100 acres of woods to create community. Lord, let us not forget their hard work, but let us not forget that all of the good comes from your hands, God. That you use people like Uncle Bill, Aunt Darlene, the Clemens family, and all those names that were listed and others. Bless us as we search you and we see you here in family, community, in Ogemaw County Fairgrounds. It is in Jesus' precious name I pray. Amen. The read says thank you everywhere. Presence means a great deal. I know it. And Courtney, thank you
Everybody get behind us.
Yeah, let's start.
Everyone. Come on. Come on, get behind us.
Well, let's people in the back, are they?
Fred, you need to move. Fred, move in between them. Yeah. Because you're hidden behind Lorene.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to watch TV with you. Yeah.